Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Sunstone, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to avoid getting lost when you're diving. I know this is a common point of issue, a common point of conversation where some of us are definitely having trouble navigating the underwater world, which is totally fair. There's currently no map, it's an open world format, and there's a lot of little areas that you can miss. So I'm going to give you the Sarah Sunstone method today, which I hope will help. I think if you follow my strategies, you're not going to get lost. Now, of course, there's a chance in the future the team may add a map or a mini map of some sort, but in the meantime, this is how you're going to ensure that you're able to heal all of the coral that is currently available to heal in early access. Complete the diving quest lines as far as you can and ensure that you are leveling up your town rank. So first of all, when you go diving, you're going to want to reset your enter location. And it's going to bring you here. This is where you would normally start off with the diving experience. It's really a very simple method, and I promise it works. You're going to pick either right or left, and you're going to stick to that. You're going to stick to it. So this is something that I learned growing up. It might sound a little silly, but my mom and I used to go shopping at the malls when I was a kid, and I loved making sure we didn't miss a single store. So we would pick right or left, and we would stick to that direction and go around the outside of the mall, and we would never miss a shop. So this applies here. So I'm gonna pick my player's right or my left, and we are going to stick to that. So obviously there's something to activate here. Now definitely think about zooming out for this so you can really see as much as possible. If you're zoomed in, there's a higher chance you're going to miss something. So make sure you're zoomed out. If you don't know how to zoom, you're going to hold down the Z or Z key on your keyboard, and then you're going to use your mouse scroll wheel to select the distance. So you're going to zoom out as far as possible so you're not going to miss anything. Now I would also suggest slowing the time down while you're diving. To make sure you're not rushed, make sure you're not kind of panicking to finish up a activation and then you have to leave and you're kind of all out of sorts. You want to do this very systematically and you want to have time to do this. So definitely I would suggest slowing your time down to 50%. You do this by going to the settings in your game. You're going to go to the game time speed and you're going to slow it all the way down to 50%, apply those settings, and you're good to go. So that's definitely going to help too when you're diving. So again, we have 2 here. So in theory, I would start clearing the trash around this area until I found these solar orbs and was able to activate both of these. And then you're just going to continue on the same way. So we're sticking to the one side. Can't go up there. Okay. Okay. So now here's a turning point. So now there's 2 different ways to go, right? So you can choose to come back here if you want, but I'm sticking to the method. I'm staying on the very outside. I'm staying on the outside. I'm seeing if there's anything down here. We can see another path here. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't veer off. Don't go over here yet. Stay to the side. Keep following. Keep following. Okay. So we're going to keep following. Now this is where you're going to want to stop. There's a clear path here that's going to bring you to a new area. You're going to stop at any big clear path. You're going to mark this off in your brain as we're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet, so we're just going to continue here. There's 2 more sites to activate. So we're going to continue around the outside all the way. So when you're starting the game, it's going to be much easier because this is going to be blocked off, right? So you're going to have areas that are already blocked off. You're not going to be able to go this way, right? So if there's a blocked off area, of course, just keep going. Keep going. And we're back to the beginning. So now we've gone all the way around the outside. We've seen the sites that need to be activated. So the next step you can do is you can explore the middle, right? And do this systematically as well. So I'm gonna go all the way back around to the very far left. And then I'm gonna go 1 path at a time. So I'm exploring in here. Okay, here's 1. So we'll activate that one, right? And we can see this connects back to where we started. And then just backtrack. Take the extra time to backtrack to where you left off, right? Where you know an area that you're familiar with. So I'm backtracking to here. Then I'm going to continue down further again. And we see it just all connects, right? This all connects. So now we've cleared this entire area, right? We haven't missed anything. We can say with certainty. And so then you're going to take one entrance at a time and you're going to follow the same method. So we're going to go down this one now. We're going to pick the same direction and just stick to the outside. Okay. So there's 2 here. We would activate those. Go all the way around the outside. Make sure we're not missing anything. And this is all closed off, so we're good. I'm going to stay on the outside. Stay on the outside. Okay. 2 more here. And this is one of the locations of the turtle, so this is going to be blocked off until you make an offering to the turtle. But we're going to continue all the way around, make sure there's not another hidden path back here or something. And there's not. So we're good. So again, this is as far as we can go. We'll activate these 2, and we will just check back following the stay on the outside method and make sure there wasn't anything else up here. And there wasn't. So now we've encircled this entire area, which is perfect. And once we activate these, we can move forward. So you're just going to keep repeating the same process with each area. And if you do this, you are not going to get lost. Again, it's easier when the areas are blocked off by routes because it limits the area you can explore anyway. But you're just going to keep doing this. Treat each area like its own thing and make sure you've explored the whole area before moving forward. So even here, I just want to make sure. I go around the outside, make sure we're good. Yep, then I would start clearing trash until I activate this, and then I'd move ahead, right? So the other thing that is really important is once you have completed your diving for the day, you're going to move your anchor. And you're going to move your anchor somewhere that makes sense. So you want to pick a spot where your future self will come into and know exactly what's going on. So if I cleared one of these 2, I'm going to move the anchor right here. So you do that by pressing X. And then when I return into the ocean, I'm going to be dropped off right here, and it's obvious. Right, okay. Turtle was here. We have to offer that. Okay, have to activate this one. And I know that everything up to this point has been completed. Moving the anchor is one of the most important things for keeping track of where you are in the underwater world. It is essential. It is really essential. Because if you did all this work and you kept track of all these areas and cleared them all in order without getting ahead of yourself, but then when you leave the ocean and come back, you're in a random area, you kind of have to redo it all. You're gonna have to go back at the beginning and make sure you didn't miss anything until you're back to where you left off at, right? So moving that anchor is gonna save you a ton of time. It's gonna help your brain. It's gonna help you remember where you were at and what you were doing before you left the ocean. So that is so important. And my other tip is do not get ahead of yourself, okay? It is so exciting when you're unlocking new areas to explore, right? You unlock those routes, they disappear, and you're like, oh, I want to go in this new area, right? Don't do it. Stay systematic, stay on the outside, complete what you've already been working on, right? So say I unlock this turtle here, right? I make an offering to this turtle, and now I can pass. But I haven't completed these ones. But I'm excited. What's behind here, right? What's back here? I want to know. There's a treasure chest. I gotta go. And then you open the treasure chest, and you're like, oh, I'll clear this one because I want to open this path. And then you open this path, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go here. I want to see what's back here. I want to see. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. What is this? What is this? Oh, there's another route I have to clear. Okay, hold on. Let me do that. You're gonna be so far ahead of yourself. And then you're going to have to figure out which ancient structures you did not activate. So I know it is so exciting. It is so awesome to explore. But if you want to avoid getting lost, you're going to go, that's awesome that I made the offering. I'm so excited this area is unlocked. But I still have a couple more pieces of ancient technology to activate back here. And I'm going to stay in order. So you're going to go back. You're going to complete these 2 or whatever you haven't completed, right? You're going to complete them in order if you can. So try to do like this one first if you can, or at least these 2, right? Because you're going to be looking in this area for the orbs. So try and do both of these before you even move on to the ones down here, for example. Unless you picked the other direction, right? If you picked this side of the ocean, then you're going to find these ones first, right? So just go in order, but you don't want to do these and then move on this way without first exploring the rest of this area. So to summarize, if you're starting out or if you've kind of already gotten ahead of yourself, definitely reset the anchor to the beginning because you only have to do this once, right? You might have to go back and start from the beginning to establish almost like a baseline to figure out if you've missed any structures along the way. So reset that anchor. Make sure your camera is zoomed all the way out. You're going to go to the game time speed and you're going to slow it all the way down to 50%. Pick a direction of your choice and stick to it. Stick to the outside, no exceptions. Once you've done the outside of each area, if there's an inside area you need to check on, you can go do that, but keep track of it, do it systematically, okay? Don't explore new areas until you've completed the ones you have already passed through. So that includes when you've unlocked a new area from making an offering to a turtle, or when you clear out routes that were previously blocking a new area. Do not investigate the new areas until you have completed activating all of the ancient technology in the areas you have already visited. And of course, reset the anchor every single time you are finishing off diving. And it might not be literally where you are at the end. Maybe for instance, I was working on these, but then I was like, oh, I see some kelp over here I want to collect, right? I'm gonna go get some kelp. I want to get this kelp before I leave, right? So I'm gonna go collect this kelp because I need it. Okay, now I'm not gonna reset the anchor here where I collected the kelp. I'm not gonna go, oh, move the anchor and leave. No, we're gonna go back to the last activation that we either completed or need to complete, and that is where we're gonna move the anchor, okay? And then when you return, you're gonna be plopped right here. You know, I gotta sort this one out. I gotta bring my offering to the turtle. It's very clear where you're at to move forward. So if you follow this method, you guys, these steps, you are not going to get lost. You're going to be able to complete the entire diving experience organically. I know there are other ways to navigate in the ocean. However, they were not included in the game by Stairway themselves, so I will not be discussing those options today. You're more than welcome to experience diving in a different way if you would like. However, I personally love the organic exploration, and I think it's more than doable and actually super fun and rewarding if you have a method and you follow that method. So that is my diving method, the Sarah Sunstone diving method. If you follow it, you will not get lost, okay? And you will have so much fun exploring the ocean, completely blind without knowing what's ahead, and I think that's one of the best parts about it. I think it's so fun to have all these surprises. If you want to explore the ocean organically just like me, this is a method that I hope works for you. Let me know in the comments down below if you tried this out and if it helped. As always, I love hearing from you in the comments. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. And until next time, take care. And a very special thanks to Mandy, Meredith, Formotus, Tansy, Cisco, Tyr, Quinn, Sky, Whale, Cheese, Coons, Divine Raven, Lex, and Magic, my Sunstone members. I love you all, and thank you so much for your support. It really helps to make all of this possible and means the world to me.